folks, how we all going on a Friday evening? If you're just getting up from work and cracking a beer or a bourbon or a vodka, crack one for me, will you? Anyway, I actually was having quite a quiet day, so I decided to have a shower and get ready to have a movie. But guess what? Well, boom, this happened. Lady called about this ginormous carpet pythons in her property. She's in two minds as to whether they get removed or not. A bit worried about her guinea pigs and all that jazz. And she flicks me a photo. So I've called her and said, look, it's not a carpet python from this area. It's a bredeli, which is the central carpet python, Alice Springs area, which is not unusual. We'd probably catch 5 a year. And she showed me that this is a big one, and it is bloody big. For a bredeli. Coastal carpets that we get here on the coast get the biggest out of all the carpet pythons. But anyway, for a bredeli, this is big. And I went, I actually recognise that snake. I used to own it. And I sold it to a mate who bred it. And then a couple of years later, sold it to another mate. And he lives, as the crow flies, 900 metres. And I've been trying to ring him. That wasn't him texting, was it? Yeah. And trying to ring him. I haven't seen the snake properly, but when I do, I will know. And if it is, well, then I know it's his. But whether he'll admit it or not, because he's probably a bit embarrassed about it if he has lost it. But either way, it can't be in our environment. And yeah, it's stuff up the gene pool of the existing carpet pythons and also compete for their food source, potentially introduce viruses and whatnot. So it has to be removed. We don't want to muddy up the gene pool of the Gold Coast snakes, eh? So I'm going to go and save this lady's guinea pigs and the environment and this lady, and hopefully we can get in touch with old mate, my mate, because I have a very strong suspicion that this might be a snake. Obviously there'll be other people here in Bonogin where I'm going now. I've caught black-headed pythons before. I've caught all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. Been a quiet couple of days, but then again the temperature dropped dramatically, and I did explain that during November things do go quiet. All the boys recover after punching the living daylights out of each other, and the girls start laying around and brewing their eggs. And pretty soon, in another 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we'll start getting all the nesting carpet pythons and whatnot, and then after that you'll get I've got a carpet python sitting on a clutch of eggs.
How cute, the clutch of eggs are hatching.
Yeah.
Not cute for us anyway.
Yeah. Eastern browns are a little bit later. Green trees are already going. We've already got a clutch of green tree snakes in the incubator, so they started mating much earlier. They're usually the first cab off the rank. So it's on the right hand side here. But it's a fair way in. Further than I thought actually.
That is a bit premature.
Yeah. The traffic's been pretty hectic on the freeway as well. I wanted to get to this lady's house before it got dark because of the fact this is a nocturnal snake. So any minute now, everybody thinks head up and start to look around going, right. In the photo, this particular snake, because a mate of mine owned it prior to me, and it had 30 odd eggs every single time. And when we sold it to my mate, it had 30 something eggs for them. And I don't know if its new owner has kept it together or what, but right now she's either unbelievably obese or full of eggs, which I'm leaning towards, knowing her, the horny old girl, she's probably full of eggs. That's if it's her. That might not be, but it's just too much leaning towards it. When I look at the snake, I'll know straight away. If it's about 1.8 to 2 metres, actually from memory it's probably a little bit over 2 metres, but not
She's a big snake. So is he. They're both very big snakes.
See the coastal carpet python, there's many different types of carpet python. You get the diamonds from Sydney, you get Darwin carpets, obviously from Darwin. You get the bredeli, which is from Central Australia, the McDowell, the coastals, what you get here. Then you get your Bricata, which is from Western Australia. Australia. They only grow to
Fossil pines, don't they?
4 foot tops. The diamonds get a really, really big diamond, like a freaking massive diamond is 7-8 foot. Coastal carpets regularly get to just over 3 metres. I heard rumours of there was one found at 4 metres before I even got into snakes, but that was back in the days when snakes had rule of the country before humans screwed it up.
Fossil pines.
The imbricatas don't get that big. Red lies, I think the biggest I've seen is just over, like probably this one we're about to get now, just over 2 metres. Do we have any numbers yet?
Yeah, it was 397 there.
Well, what? Jeez, that's right up near the friggin'. That's
It's
further
almost
up.
like it backs around to the
Yeah.
actual road.
Yeah, it
itself.
does. No, no.
The ducks and the ducklings. Not so little anymore. Tour of the Gold Coast.
429. What number do we want? This is right down near the bottom. Isn't it? I thought Always Place was way back there.
It is all the way back there. But when you look at it, it's not that far away from each other. I put the address of that house onto his street, and it was 5 minutes or something.
And as the crow flies,
4 point something K's driving on the main road, but going through the park straight across. Not far.
you're going to run out of Bonogin Road in a minute. And probably service. Oh, this bloke to get off my ass because I'm going to have to stop up here in a minute.
I'm just doing hair up my nose.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get depressing with the dogs.
5 o'clock.
I'm 19, we're pretty damn close to the next house I'll be.
So nice number.
Just checking I didn't drive past it. So if anyone in Bonogin area has lost a bread line, contact us. I have already put it on the
Lost it.
Lost and Found page.
So happy to stay there.
It's got to go back to National Parks. He may as well use her bag. How are you doing?
Can you just say hello to her quickly and then she'll
Oh,
shut
it's
up?
not like my dog.
It's
I'm
okay,
wrestling with my dog.
Leslie.
Hello. Here you go. Here you go.
She's just like, oh, oh, I thought he'd gone. I was like, oh no.
It's not the one. It's not the one.
It's okay, Leslie.
There's I know a bloke that lives nearby that has red line big ones as well, and I had a feeling that might be. This is not that big.
He's big, like he's all twisted through here.
You're a chunker too.
It's, I mean, wait, goes to the same gym as me, that's for sure.
Just don't think of it as
How do
food.
you do that?
Ooh.
How the heck do you do that?
Well, it's not
No.
gravid.
That's not.
Doesn't
I
look
think
like
this is.
well fed.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, he's not as big as I thought.
No. Oh, we bloke that we sold one to that lives locally. It's 3 times as size as this. Is it fun?
Well, we used to have one at my other property. We used to call
Who
him.
is lining you up?
Are you gonna bite?
I have to bite you.
Yeah, I can see read by the personality. His pupils are dilated. I'm like, don't make it do it.
Sorry about that.
Was it fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile.
Mum, be
Oh, shit.
It's
I nearly got a photo of it smiling.
Mm, shoot, that's cool.
Not the best natured snake, is it?
No, well, it hasn't bit me yet, so I'm not going to complain too
I'm
much.
focusing on me too much.
Okay.
I can't see if we can have a flash on with
You
a
have a few
phone.
scars and bumps
Okay,
on you,
take
don't
a
you?
swing at you. So yeah, we've got to contact National Parks now on Monday.
I'm going to put it in the purple bag for her when I find it at home.
How can you not worry it's going to bite you?
It's nothing. It bites. Just a bit of blood loss.
I mean, we used to have one and he was massive.
Coastal carpets, the local carpet pythons, get to 6 times this.
Yeah.
We've got one in the car now that's, like that would weigh probably 3.5, 4 kilo. We've got one in the car that's well over 10 kilo.
Yeah. Well, the one Mr. Slinky, we used to call him, I didn't care, like he'd come every year.
Yeah,
The time when you didn't know he was there, and all of a sudden he was there.
He just.
Huge.
Yep. Oh well.
It's not gravid, it's just well fed. Which, then again, how many snakes do you find that are so overweight anyway?
So what do you think is a pet?
100%. It's somebody's escapee. It's from Alice Springs. There's a carpet python, but they grow to probably double that.
We caught one last month as well.
Yeah, we catch them regularly.
So so what, they buy them from someone?
People that like myself who've got pets, and if they escape, well then we give them back to national parks. National parks will put the address of where we caught it. Hang on, so-and-so's got a license nearby. Have you lost any snakes lately? And if no one owns up to it, it gets offered to all the zoos and to all the demonstrators, and if not, it goes back to the RSPCA and gets offered for people to buy back.
It's funny the way it holds this curve. This certain curve doesn't seem to actually move.
Really?
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Could be. It's just, it doesn't move. That curve doesn't change position.
Oh.
Got something called